program has arrived on unabradio.com to live the English language.
Are you listening to UNAB on air right now?
UNAB on Air will bring you news, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon. Join us at unabradio.com and enjoy the UNAB on Air experience. The news, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon.
Hey, are you listening to UNAB on air right now? If not, what are you waiting for?
A new program has arrived on unabradio.com to live the English language.
Are you listening to UNAB on air right now?
UNAB on Air will bring you news, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon. Join us at unabradio.com and enjoy the UNAB on Air experience. The news, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon.
Now?
Yes.
Okay. What about the bee?
I don't know.
There's a bee in the system.
Yes. It's a bee.
Bee. Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
For all the students, teachers, mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, every single person outside there watching the show. How many people? 5,000 what?
1 million.
No, 1 million. No.
Not 1 million.
We don't have the capacity for 1 million.
The system will explode.
We have the capacity for 5,001. What are you doing?
I don't know what are we going to talk today.
To be honest with the audience, I didn't prepare the program for today.
The audience knows.
The audience knows, and many other days, but in the other day it was not noticeable. This one is, you can clearly see.
Did you saw like the copy? I put like, we are going to talk about what's new
What's new?
or whatever.
What's new? Let's talk about what's new.
I don't know what's new.
Well, there are many things new around the world. Some sad, very sad, but some others not that sad. You know, while people are getting worried about Shakira getting a day for Colombia calendar, there are other people around the world who are, you know, dying and having many troubles.
Yeah, having a bad time.
Yeah, and when you watch that conflict along the history, it's like it's a very ancient conflict, and it looks like it will never stop, you know, because
It's
culture after cultural civilization after
Yes.
civilization, they keep fighting for that land.
Yes, it's like a cycle. It goes and goes and
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah, and every single new power who proclaim his land as yours at its, they say that they have the right to, you know, take that thing down. But let's talk about some things, nicer things.
Good things.
Yeah, let's talk about the Paw Patrols.
I don't know about Paw Patrol. The first thing you told me when you get here was like, did you watch the Paw Patrol
Do you watch the Paw
movie?
Patrol movies? Do
No.
you know what the Paw Patrols are?
Yeah, the little dogs that have like jobs.
How do you know what the Paw Patrols are?
Marketing. I mean, I always see them in like bags and puppies
okay.
and like like toys.
Marketing, merchandise.
Yeah,
okay.
merchandise. Yes.
It's not because you have a contact with Sky, Marshall, no?
No.
Rubble.
I didn't even know the names.
You don't know the names?
No, I was like with the sky.
With the Sky?
Like God.
No, I watched the movie yesterday night. It was a nice movie, you know. Now, I mean, I like the movies in that way. This is going to be the program of today.
Movies?
No. What movies are supposed to be like.
Okay.
Movies are supposed to be short and powerful. That's it.
But that's like very subjective.
No, that's why I'm giving my
Okay,
point of
that's
view.
your personal opinion.
For me, movies are like in the 80s, you know, 90 minutes, 120 minutes. That was enough. Actually, when I was a boy, some time ago. What? Some time ago. And when you were into the movies, into the queue to get into the theater, a 2 hours movie, you were like, 2 hours? That's too long. You know, we grew up being used to have a 90 minutes movie and powerful movies. You
But
know?
there are still like a lot of 90 minutes movies. I mean, even less. I mean, there are movies
Less, no.
Yeah, like 80.
80 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, Paw Patrol it was 75 minutes, but you know, it was,
But it is
beginning, plot, ending. That was it.
But you know what I think. The fact that I think like paying attention is really hard for people these days. I
Me.
think you okay. I think that's really important in that kind of things, because I mean I'm not sure, but I think I have read somewhere that it was like these days kids only pay attention like 15 minutes straight, and then they have to do something else or think something else or something like that, because they cannot just keep their mind on that same thing. So 15 minutes, it's nothing, That's why I think TikTok, it's so good these days.
Nice. 1 minute, 2 minutes?
I think the top, it's 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
I mean, like top.
Yeah.
But usually it is like 15 seconds, 30 seconds,
Yeah.
That's nothing. But yeah.
I know a company, the guy is from...
TikTok.
No. Yeah, he's got videos on TikTok and Facebook and stuff. I don't have TikTok, for example. I don't have Twitter. I'm the old guy who's got only Facebook. But this guy is he's got
But
videos.
Paw Patrol.
And that knows Paw Patrol. This guy has got something that is called 60 seconds about something.
Oh, okay,
So
like shorts.
Yeah,
Yep.
he summarizes his stuff in 60 seconds. And I truly understand why students, when you ask him, when you explain something and you ask him to use it in a specific context, and they try again a different context, and they I don't know, use a different skill. I'm talking about English classes, and use that into another skill in another context. They get tired so fast,
Yeah.
because now they are like, I mean, it's not correct to say that students are dumb now. No, because you're saying you're dumb or you're lazy or you whatever. No, the students are pretty smart right now, so smart enough to get a concept in 60 seconds.
Yeah, I think it's like they kind of think fast, maybe fast thinking.
Yeah, but the thing that they don't get talking about languages is that they need to use that grammar or to use that vocabulary in many different contexts in order to get practice and in order to properly inherit and increase the ability.
Yeah, I mean, like one 60-second video is not going to teach you a language.
Yeah.
I mean, like kind of talking about that, what do you think about Duolingo?
I don't know Duolingo.
You don't know Duolingo?
But I know what Duolingo is.
The green bird Duolingo?
Yeah, but I don't know Duolingo enough to talk about it. I've never opened an account. I've never known a person who used it or learned about Duolingo. So I know that teaches many languages through games. That's it.
Yeah, kind of. It is that, basically. But, I mean, I think it's... I'm not even sure like how effective it really is, because I mean I have tried it, but it's like you are like on your account and they give you like 2-3 games per day, but the games are like saying things that you just, I mean, it's kind of like you repeat stuff, but you don't really know what are you saying or what are you doing. Yeah. No. I mean, I tried like for like 3 months or something because I wanted to learn like Italian. Mm-hmm. And like at the end of it, I was like, the only thing I know is like asking for apples. So I was going, maybe I go to Italy and I will eat apples
You're going to have a very short diet.
every day.
Apple pies, apple juice.
Yeah, so it's like that kind of fast learning is not always really effective.
No, it's not. It's not.
So I think that on these days you have to like put the stuff in like a
In the balance?
like in a balance, you know. I mean, it's fine if the thing you want to know, I mean, maybe something like news or maybe like something that is like for the day.
For the moment. and
For the
that's it.
moment, yeah, it's fine for you to see like a 60 seconds video, you know, because you're not wasting that much of your time and you still have like the information.
Yeah.
I mean, basic information, you know. But for learning stuff that are like really deep, maybe, or that has like different subjects or different types of use,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense for you to learn with
No.
a 60 seconds video.
That's a very old saying which says, if you know about something, you teach about that. Because if you teach about something, you already know, all the hidden aspects and corners and black corners to explain that successfully.
Yeah, it's like that old saying too. That is like you don't charge for what you do. You charge for what you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, it's like I have a problem with my computer. It does not turn it on or something like that. And then I call someone and they come and they fix it in like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
And it's like, okay, yeah, it's
$100.
$100. And I'm like, $100 was 5 minutes. And so-
Yeah.
But it's like, I mean, for that person, it's like, yeah, it took me 5 minutes because I know a lot.
Study a lot.
I have studied a lot.
Yeah.
But for you maybe you would have never done it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Or maybe you put your computer into trash. because
yeah,
You
you will
thought,
buy a new
yeah.
one.
Yeah, things are,
And I think that's like a really American part of their culture.
yeah, faster, better.
Yeah.
That's the way they like it. That's why McDonald's became like the heat they became, because when McDonald's opened, the story of McDonald's, right?
Kinda, yeah.
I think not many people read about the story of McDonald's. Many people watched the movie about McDonald's.
About the clown.
You read the story, or you?
I have watched
Watch a
some
movie?
videos.
Videos.
Yeah,
Okay.
like info videos.
There's a movie about that.
Okay.
And in that moment, what was happening around America, it was the familiar restaurants. But people was getting tired of that because they were, getting the capitalism at the top. So they wanted to just work and work and work and work. So they needed to eat something fast. So that was the privilege of being or going to McDonald's. About a hamburger in 30 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah, like exactly. Yeah, it was like, I mean, on the video I saw, it was like they even had like a kind of like a promo or something that it was like, if we don't give you your burger in 5 minutes, then it's free. Or
Yeah.
something like it's
Yeah,
like
something like
Domino's
that.
too.
Yeah, Domino's got it.
Domino's is like 30 minutes or it's free.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, people just don't want to wait for nothing.
Yeah, these
know?
times people are not,
They're
available
always
to
on
it.
a hurry.
You know what happens when you're in a classroom, and you have like a 2-hour class. After an hour, students are, looking at the watch. Why? Because they're tired. Why? Because they are not used to take the 2 hours.
Yeah.
Why? Because they don't need 2 hours to. They don't need to open the book. They don't need to check in the dictionary. They don't need to try again and again and again. No, they just look for the answer on the internet.
Yeah, like Google Translate
Yeah.
or ChatGPT.
When you open the class and you write, okay, this is what we're going to do today. This is the objective of the class today. To complete this objective, we need to know about this, and this, right? They immediately go to the internet. How do you do this? And they find the answer. So they don't need it, all right? So
Yep.
they think they are wasting time. And in that order of ideas, they are not living or appreciating the moment. because they are constantly thinking about what is next. You know, I'm in class, I'm wasting my time. I don't need 2 hours to know how to ask my friend about a condition, because I know that condition is if and blah blah blah, because I look for it on the internet. So in that moment, they are thinking like, what I have to do next, what I have to do next. And it's very common that you see students doing something from other subjects because they are not thinking about the class.
And I mean, I was thinking about something today, and it's like I kind of hate the word like proactive or productive, because
the word?
yeah, the word.
Yeah.
I mean, and his meaning, because, well, not his meaning, but his meaning by
Now.
these days. Yeah.
Yes.
Because
How they use it now.
how they use it now. Yeah, right. So it's like, why being productive is like doing 4 things at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's called, oh yeah, I'm super productive and I'm multitasking and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, I mean, for me, it's like, yeah, right. So you're doing 5 things, but you don't have fucking idea what are you doing,
Yeah.
So
Can you say the F word?
I have decided I can.
Okay. But we cannot say the N word. You know the N word?
Yeah.
No, we cannot say that word.
Okay.
No. They close immediately.
They ban us.
No, but you're right.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, why is, and that's something like other people cherish, It's like, yeah, you're so good at it, and because you can do this, and I mean, I can hire you and you do the work of 5 people or something like that. But it's really not like that.
There are 3 words that these days are constantly telling people to be in that way, or if not, they're a fucking loser, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to use the F word too. And for example, first word is the one you mentioned.
Yeah,
proactive. Yeah.
Proactive. Yeah.
Second one is multitasking.
Yeah.
If
Pretty
you are
popular
not,
word.
if you are not multitasking, you're a loser.
Yeah.
And the third one is you cannot procrastinate. Because if you procrastinate, you're a loser.
Yeah.
And people these days, you see people like, I have this class, and after this class, I have to do this report, and after this report, I have to do this info, and after this, I have to prepare this exam, after this, and at the same time, I'm going to be having lunch, and I'm going to come on, and at the end of the day, they are totally tired.
Yeah.
And comes the next slogan from today's society stuff: gym. What are you doing at night? Are you watching TV? Go to the gym. What are you doing at night? You know why? We have 24-hour gyms.
Yeah, true.
I paid once for that 24-hour gym because in those days,
Did you win?
I didn't have my daughter.
Okay.
So when you have something extra that really calls your attention and say, hey, this is bullshit. It's not necessary.
It's not.
You don't need to look, fit in order to be someone in the world. You don't need to have 2 masters, 1 doctorate, and have 3 jobs to be someone in the world.
Or to be happy. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that is like really annoying for me, and not just the fact like gym. I mean, it's like, why can't you just like live? I mean, okay, you end your job, and then it's like, okay, I finished, but you still, I mean, people still have like the feeling that they have to do more things.
Yeah.
But why? I mean,
And the people around them, they have to keep doing things because that person, which is at the head of a company or department, considers that is necessary.
Yes.
I mean, why you have to? There was I remember when WhatsApp showed up, there was a huge problem in the States because companies were using WhatsApp to type, to give responsibilities to the employees.
Okay, yeah.
And that was a mess because they say, no, I'm not in my schedule. I already finished my job and blah, 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 blah. And in the States, you cannot do that. You cannot text a person to say, hey, can you do this? No, you cannot do that.
Have to send an email? or how?
Yeah, an email, yes, because it's a formal thing.
Yeah.
And it's from your company email to your employee email.
That you only open at your job.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
you open at your job. But this thing is not.
It's personal.
Yes, it's a personal thing. So there was someone saying, yes, I am not. I didn't answer to your email and to your WhatsApp. And why? Because it was very necessary that you look for this report that we have to deliver the next day. Because you didn't buy the cell phone I use. Because you are not paying for the Wi-Fi I use. And because this is my freaking cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, leave me alone. But these days, like, society is taking people to be proactive or productive in so many ways at the same time. And at the end, to get what? Money.
Yeah, or respect. Sometimes.
I mean, money. Why? How come a shop has the iPhone 15 for the first day, and you see
Sold out.
hundreds of people making
Yeah.
a line just to get a cell phone? I mean, why?
Really expensive.
A really expensive and useless cell phone
Yeah.
because it has many, many, many problems. So these days are curious days, and these days are making people being stressed for being somebody in the world. And it's not about the gyms. Why I mentioned the gyms? When I was young, in my neighbor, there was a gym. That's it. Now there are 4. You know, in my neighbor, the neighbor I grew up, it's not a rich neighbor. You know, it's a middle class, lower class neighbor. And, 4 gyms. Why?
Yeah, why?
I mean, why people have to go? Why people has the necessity to go and get fit to get somebody? Just because somebody else on the computer says that you need to get this and this and this to be somebody. Oh, come on. That's the risk today, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what's new, but not that really
Not that new.
Yeah, not that new.
It was a nice program. We talk about something meaningful, and we didn't prepare to do that. Imagine if we had more time.
Imagine if we were like drinking a coffee.
Not a coffee, drinking something else.
Drinking something else. Yeah. But yeah, it was
A juice.
cool.
I'm talking about orange juice.
Yeah, of
I don't know what you're talking about.
Water.
Orange juice with vodka.
But yeah, I mean, for me, it's like, for conclusion, it is like, feel free to rest, to just be with yourself sometimes and rest and lay down and do something you like. And I don't know, I mean, that's fine. I mean, you don't have to be productive or proactive or wherever every time, because that's not what life is really about. And then at the end of your life or something, probably you will just feel really tired.
Haven't you seen those YouTube videos when they ask old people what they regret for?
Yeah.
And they say that I work a lot.
Yeah.
That I didn't live my life. That I didn't have time for my children.
I didn't enjoy my family.
So I think sometimes it's well, I'm 43 now, and if I had a time machine, I would go back to my me from 30 years old and I would say, hey, learn how to say no. Because if you say no, you save money. So you don't need to work
and
extra
time.
hours to pay that money. You waste, because it's a waste, honestly. So learn to say no.
Yeah.
Is the final message of today.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Hey, are you listening to UNAB on air right now? If not, what are you waiting for?
A new program has arrived on unabradio.com to live the English language.
Are you listening to UNAB on air right now?
UNAB on Air will bring you news, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon. Join us at unabradio.com and enjoy the UNAB on Air experience. News, interviews, and the best music for your Thursday afternoon.